Hello, welcome to DK Bull Chat. I'm glad you're here. I am working on artist trading cards. In the last video I put in some shadow. Well, the video before I put in trees right in here. And then the last video I put in shadow on some of the rocks, and I'm going to continue with the shadow. And that is using Liquitex Basics Acrylic Burnt Umber and Liquitex Basics Acrylic Ultramarine. Basics is fine. It has plenty of pigment in it. It's a really good color. And the Burnt Umber and Ultramarine make a really nice black. You don't want to use a cheaper version of the paint because it will have less pigment, most likely, and more water. I'm going to paint in where I see shadows on the rocks. I don't want to see sky on the rocks, which I'm seeing sky right there. I need to take that out. I love painting rocks. Not as much as I love painting trees. I think trees are my favorite. There we go. We're going to take out this sky right here. And then I've got some of the gray mixed up, and I'm going to use another round brush. And this one's a 20 round. I'm going to get some gray on it and touch up where I see the rock, the top of the rock. There we go. That's pretty good. Just making the top, so where those little rocks are, where the light's showing, that's where we're going to see the top of them. On the front. Let's make a top to that one right there. Maybe in the front a little bit. Kind of looks like little parts of the rock where you could picture a longhorn elk jumping from one to the other. Yeah, and standing on it. It's kind of what we want. We just want a place where you see the light coming at the top of the rock. I'm not sure if they're called the longhorn elk, but you know the elk with the curled horns? Yeah. Is that elk? It might be, I don't know. It's an animal with hooves that has a curled horn that jumps from rock to rock. I'm picturing that on here. And this rock can change at any point, make it bigger or smaller. That looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna move it over and trade places with this one that needs a little help. And so I have Burnt Umber and Ultramarine mixed together on this number 2 Blick brush. And what I have mixed together is, again, Liquitex Basics Acrylic and Liquitex Basics. This is Ultramarine. The other one was Burnt Umber. Burnt Umbers are brown. And I have them mixed together to make black. And I'm going to paint in shadow where I see it in the rocks. And even maybe up here. There we are. And there's already shadow right here. I can just bring it down a little bit. before, you gotta have the dark to show the light. You gotta have the light to show the dark. I'm putting that in. I'm so thankful I can paint. It brings me such joy to create art. How about you? What do you do? Do you create art? Do you just watch? Do you watch videos where people create art? Not necessarily just watch, but do you watch people create art? If so, that's great. I used to love watching Bob Ross and hearing what he said, his words of wisdom. I used to love that. In fact, when I was first starting painting acrylics, I was just doing acrylics, and the person that I learned acrylics from didn't want to try oil. So I started watching Bob Ross on Channel 10, and he's very knowledgeable. The only thing I didn't do that he did is I didn't use paint thinner in the house. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be breathing that. But today we're using acrylic. And he didn't do acrylic over oil. He didn't do acrylic with oil over the top. He did oil, straight oil. I like doing acrylic with oil because acrylic lets you put texture in there, and I really like texture. And my students like texture, so that's good. I enjoy doing texture. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to add some gray back in. So with that black, all I did was mix a little white with it, and I'm going to use another round brush. Doesn't have to be a 20-0, but mine's a 20-0. And I'm making this a little lighter. We're going to go with that. And put in the tops of these rocks. This brush is a little bit of a rebel. It's got a hair sticking out. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm just going to ignore it. It works pretty well. Get the tops of these. Okay, there we go. There we are. Yeah, rocks are fun. Not as fun as trees for me, but that's okay. I think that might be pretty good. I might add a little bit of lighter, so I'm gonna go move you out of the way and get the other one over here and put lighter gray. That's adding a little white to that gray that I already had. Putting it where the light's hitting these guys. More. Yeah, like so. And again, we see the, whatever it is. Is it a mountain goat? I don't know what it is. I'm sure some of you know, but jumping from the tops of these to the other parts. So it's gonna need good ones to jump on and be able to see them. He or she, doesn't have to be a he. There we go. All right, I think that's pretty good for today. I'm so glad you joined me. Please subscribe to DK Bolljat. And thank you so much for watching this video with me. Please share my videos with your friends, family, and loved ones. Yeah, and please subscribe to DK Bolljat, at DK Bolljat. God bless you, my friend.